Welcome back everybody to Creepy Explorers, or Creepy Dragon Nation it's known now. As most of you know, I did put a post up a while ago saying that I'm thinking about going to Ukraine, so on and so forth, and helping out as a combat medic. Now that decision has been finalised. I've received my orders out and I'll be leaving very soon. Now this video is just basically it's the equipment what I'll be taking. Obviously everyone's equipment's going to be slightly different, well this is just my own personal stuff that I'll be taking over to Ukraine. So it's up to you. Some of it I will point out that some of the things that you do need to take, which is part of the orders. The other stuff is obviously if you've got it you can take it, if not then it doesn't really matter. But a lot of the kit you probably will need to take, for example IFKs, which is your medical packs, obviously bags. If you've got a day sack, military bag, that's fine. You will receive them when you're over there, as you will receive a hell of a lot more kit, such as uniform, other stuff. Like I said, I'll run through all that throughout the video. But yeah, let's get on with it and I'll show you what I've got. Guys, I'm gonna turn the TV off actually, because knowing my luck I'll probably get copyrighted, even though I'm not talking about that. So yeah, I've got all my kit laid out here. This is just bare minimum stuff what I'll be taking myself. I will be receiving a lot more kit. For example, magazine pouches, medical pouches, grenade pouches, helmets, boots, everything like that what you'll be coming at, what you'll obviously need, I'll receive when I'm across there. So if you want to take your own boots, that's fine, you can take your own boots. They've already said that if I've got my own kit then I can take. The only thing coming from the UK, I don't know if it means everywhere, but especially the UK, obviously no weapons whatsoever, because obviously we don't have weapons anyway, so it's not really a major thing. So yeah, I'm going to talk about little bits of warm kit first what I'll be using. So, well, warm summer. So I got a little cap, not too bad. I've got the pouch at the front. Obviously it'll be alright on them summer days, you know. Not too bad. I'll probably wear it throughout the video actually. So yeah, I've got the cap. Not too bad price, but it'll do to keep that sun out your eyes when you're obviously behind the front line, doing little bits, you know. Little pouches in waterproof bags, and eye pens. Now a lot of you think, okay, eye pens, how, you know, what do you need them for? You're not going to be checking the eyes. So me as a combat medic, as you all know, I work in the ambulance service now, so me as a combat medic, I'm not always going to probably be on the front line. I might be just behind it and only go to the front line while I'm picking up the wounded to transport to hospital. So obviously with them it will come in very handy in the back of the vehicle to make sure if there's any head injuries through any shells or drone warfare. So they come in quite handy. Obviously more pouches. The pouches ain't necessary. Sorry, patches aren't necessary, but you know, little things like that. And I've got multiple there because they're only cheap. So, you know, cheap, they break easy. But it's not unnecessary, guys. So obviously you don't have to have them. Next thing will be the shamag. Okay, obviously you can use this in multiple different ways. For anyone who's ex-veteran, they really rely on these. Now this is a summer one, so it's quite thin, but they really rely on these. You can obviously use them as a face covering, neck warmer, over the head. You can use them in all different ways, which is great. I've also have full face balaclavas. in case one day I don't want to wear my cam cream. I can use full face balaclavas, which obviously has little pockets on the side. Okay, so my here, if I do have ample box or whatever, it can go down there and they'll be slightly camouflaged with that. So that's that one and that one. They're both very similar to MTP. And I also have a black one as well, just for nighttime missions, nighttime ops. A little bit more camouflaged than MTP. But yeah, as you can see, there's no bright colours. You don't want bright colours going there. Next thing is neck warmers, again all summer related, because I will get winter kit when I'm there as well as summer kit, but this is just my own personal kit, what I want to take myself. So again, there's going to go a black one there, MTP one. They're not too bad, guys. Actually, I've had them on, I've tried them on, and they're actually quite comfortable. Another black one, and one more, another black one. And the reason why I've got so many is because if I've got a couple in the wash at the time, I've always got another spare set, or if one gets damaged or snagged on something, then yeah, I can use the others, you know. Now going on to can cream. I've got two sets here. They're only the cheap version. I don't really like the cheap version because it makes me come out in acne and spots, dries your skin out. I prefer the version for the British Army use. It's got like a moisturiser, and it's really easy to take off as well as put on. These, you're basically clawing at it. The only reason I got these because I couldn't find the one what the British Army one had. I should have really gone to an Army Navy stores, but I didn't, so sue me. So I just bought these. They'll do if, obviously, like I said, if I don't want to wear these, then I've got the face coverings anyway. So next bit of warm kit. Now I've got this. It's like a summer jacket, which I can just use for cutting around off the front line, really. So if I'm in barracks or whatever, obviously I'm not going to be wearing something like that on the front line, because that could be an aiming marker for a sniper, so that ain't going to happen. But yeah, just mainly for the barracks wear, really. I also have another jacket which I've got just in the bedroom. That's a thicker one. It's actually completely green, so I can use that on the front line if I need to, just for a bit of extra warm kit, fleeced inside, and I can put my patches on either side of the arm as well. Going on to something which is not necessary, I don't see a lot of people having them, and you won't get these issued, as far as I know, when you arrive and do your documentation and your boot camp and training and all that. This is purely for me, okay. Because I've seen a lot of areas where they're using CS gas, gas canisters, gas grenades, the Russians that is, especially at trench warfare and in dugouts as well. So, got myself a GSR respirator, British Army own respirator. It's the one what I had in the British Army. I will put my life on these. They are absolutely awesome. As you can see, it's triple protected inside. So there's one, which is the mouthpiece. There's two, sweat channel there, and there's three. Full face visor, so you can shoot your weapon while wearing it. Double filtered. If one runs out, just take the other one off, and you're still protected because the other side will be blocked off. So Amazing bit of kit. It's not going to be used very often. More than likely I probably won't take it out on the front very often, but it's always handy to have just in case them gas grenades go flying around, really. And especially now as far as what I've been studying and looking up, they are using them quite often, especially in the urban areas, throwing them into basements and so on and so forth. So I would like to be prepared, and it comes into a nice little haversack as well. Waist belt, leg belt. Obviously I'm not going to be hunking and dunking this around with me all day. More than likely, if I do take it, it'll go in my day sack, which I will get on to very soon with that. Quite important, sewing kit. Okay, sewing kit, every soldier will tell you, sewing kits are really handy to have, especially on the front and you've torn a bit of your uniform and you need to patch it, and your little bit of downtime you might have out in the trenches or in the field. Okay, you don't need anything major, you just need a couple of rolls of thread. I've got a few various ones. I've got black, mainly dark colours. The only light colours I've got is white and red. They're mainly if I've got civvy things what need to repair, really. Also got needles, and that's about it. That's all you need, really. The box is bigger than I expected because it came with a load of things, but that's all you need with that. There we go. Right, so they always say take a few gloves. I've got a box of them from work. Nice and easy, you know. You can get a box of them cheap anyway. Take what your size is. I'm normally large, extra large, but got some gloves there. Two things what's not necessary, okay, to take is splints. Quite handy to have, especially these ones. Roll it out, cut how much I need off using medical scissors, and shape it around the limb that's got a potential break, as you can see on there. You can use them for arms, legs, feet, ankles, wrists. You can use them virtually on any limb, really. So they come in really handy. I've got two sizes there. Again, they're not needed, they're not necessary to have, but it might make a little bit more comfortable for your mucker who's just been fucking, you know, obliterated and snapped his leg or snapped his arm. You know, it might make that pain a little bit more bearable. Now these things, they are necessary. You can get them over here on any medical website or anything like that. I suggest you get the decent ones. Don't go getting cheap of this stuff, because cheap isn't going to save your life, guys. So if you're going to spend money on the medical side of things, because it's what's going to save your life. So you've got OP Airways, okay. I've got two sizes. I've got more here, but they're just yellow. I've got two sizes, so one size is obviously going to fit somebody else, and this size is going to fit for myself. And how you would check this size is basically, you could do with a bit of help, but you put it at the side, okay, making sure that bit's going down to the throat. And this bit here is where it's in line with your mouth. As long as it follows down, okay, and it's in the correct area at the back of your jaw, okay, that's the correct size for you. Alright, so they're OPs, okay. You can get NPs, Nathaniel Airways, which go into your nose. You can get them as well if you really want them. It's not necessary. The OPs normally will come in handy. So this is my IFAK. Okay, I've got my tourniquet on the front there. As you can see, it's quite bulky now. I've got little things as well. That one, I think that one's full of bandages, different variants of bandages. If I have a look, yeah, so another splint there, more bandages just down there, medical scissors and tape and other things there. So I've got dressings in there as well, so that's just more as a spare pack really. It's nothing major. Wet wipes, a spare of them because you will go through them probably quite a lot. Cleaning up wounds. Non-alcoholic wet wipes will be the best, guys, because you don't really want to be cleaning a wound up and stinging like a bitch when you've got the alcohol inside your sting. So that's just a spare one. Okay, I've got a little tiny one here, again with a tourniquet just here, another pearl pen ready to use there, and this one has got the cat hem kits in it. So I've got the hemostatic gauze. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that's a chest seal as well, just there, that's a chest seal. We've got the hemostatic gauze there. Just get to the rest of it. First field dressing there, and more hemostatic gauze just there. I'm not going to take it all out because obviously it's a right pain in the arse to fit in. I also have another chest seal there as well, because you never know. But it's my cat hem kit, this one, so that's all it's got in is catastrophic hemorrhage kit. So that's why it's so small. As you can see, it's the size of my hand, but that will save someone's life, guys. Okay, now this one is my personal IFK. So again, first field dressing, tourniquet, and I will show you guys what is in here and why it's so quite big. Now, a lot of people have smaller ones, that's fine, that's not an issue. I like being prepared. So as you can see, I've got OPs in there, tourniquets. These tourniquets will come out, they will go on my uniform in the pockets, one on each limb. That's what I would do. I have got MPs, okay, I didn't think I did, but I have. I've got one size of MPs, alright, that should fit me, that ain't an issue. It's this one's size 7, okay. I've got obviously spare scissors, I've got tape there as well. I've got a first field dressing, which is there, as you can see, first field dressing. Obviously tourniquets. I didn't have any more black ones, so that's why I've had to get an orange one. And I've got a couple of bandages, couple of dressings, another pair of gloves which is in here, but this is specifically for myself. This isn't for anybody else. Now obviously the other kit is for other people in case they get injured. This one's not. This is purposely my own kit. Okay, so if I get shot or get blown up, then this is the stuff what will be saving me, really. Fingers crossed. So I've got cat hem gauze in there as well. I also, well, hemostatic gauze, I should say. I've got all that in there. That's why it's so thick, guys. There's so much in that, you know. But this will go. Either I'll either take that out on ops if I'm not going to take my day sack, or take that and put it in my day sack, just because it's so big. I don't really want that be bouncing around at the back of my body armour, you know. And again, something that, so them guys, them things there what I've just shown you, that they're quite necessary to have. all these. Okay. Spares within bandages, not necessary at all, but make sure you have your own kit. The only thing missing within that kit is a decompression needle. Okay, I'm going to be getting that once I'm over there, because obviously I can't seem to find one of them at all. Oh, before I forget, these are the chest seals, guys. Okay, these are about £11 off Meditree. I got 4. You need at least minimum of 4. Okay, so they're the these are the best ones. These are what the British military have, fox seals. Okay, so really good bits of kit. And again, this one, it's just got plasters in, guys. If somebody wants to be in a whim, triangular bandage there, not necessary, but mainly plasters. It's nothing major. All it is, get a little bit of cut, wang it on, stops it getting infected as much as possible. You don't want an infection, guys, while you're on the front line, so if you can avoid it, do it. It might look stupid, it might look like you're a pussy, but at the end of the day is it stops all that grime, dirt, blood, freaking everything getting put into that. Because you don't know what people have, you don't know what diseases people have, and you're not only going to be treating Ukrainians, you could be treating Russians as well, and obviously their medical care, it's not that great for the ones who's been sent out on the floor, because with them bringing people from the poorer area of Russia, you know, so you can pretty much guess that their medical care is not going to be completely great. So yeah, that's the medical side of things. So what we've done, we've touched on the warm kit, little extras, patches, eye pens, stuff like that. Medical kit. What we'll go on to now is just little bits of uniform. Okay, so I bought my own IFAK top, which is here. It's an underbody armour top. So obviously this is like a mesh. It's very nice. Keeps you nice and cool. That's where I'm going to be putting one of my tourniquets in there, and my patches will go on that. And the same here as well. Obviously here it's old kit, back in the day someone's put their initials and last four number from their army number. Obviously that will get changed. So yeah, it fits nice and well. Okay, just like so it's not too bad. It's got padding in the elbows as well, which comes in really handy, to be fair. I wasn't expecting the padding in the elbows when I was last in. It didn't have the padding. So, and then obviously trousers, MTP. I have also got elbow and knee pads. This is my own kit. Okay, elbow pads, nothing expensive. You can pick them up off very cheap sites. They'll come in handy, they do the job. I used to have these. You might have seen them on the previous videos when I've done explores in mines. That's why they're so grubby. Me being a dick, just can't be arsed washing. But they're not, you know, don't need to be washed. The knee pads at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, knee, elbow, come in very handy. And you'll see a lot of videos, especially on the wall, that I've got knee and elbow pads. Camelback are important, guys, to keep hydrated. I think this is a 4 litre one. I could be completely wrong there, but it's about a 4 litre one. The best thing about this, I can clip it onto my body armour if I'm just taking my body armour out. Okay, I don't need a big one. I have got 2 of these. I've got this one, and I've got one in Bergen as well, just as spare. Obviously, if you do come under excuse me, guys, if you do come under contact, okay, and somehow happens you get shot in the back, this get pierced, you're going to lose all your water. then you're not going to have another one. I don't think they issue these either. I could be completely wrong, but it's not on my kit issue on my orders, which is why I've bought one myself. Okay, you don't need an expensive one, guys. You can pick them up nice and cheap. Okay, now I bet you're wondering where the hell the straw is. Obviously on this, the straw is just down here. There, it's just all nicely tucked away, guys. So there you go. It's just all tucked away, which I like, obviously, because it's got this mesh over the top of the straw. Okay, and it hides that piping. So technically, it's got a little bit of camouflage to it to stop that shine of the water piping, because the rest of it is in there, and there's the bladder there. So I've used them while I've been doing some physical exercise. They are actually pretty good. It doesn't leak, and you will find normally with some cheaper ones they do leak, but these are pretty good. They've not leaked one bit. Yeah, again, something you would have seen quite often depending on how long you've been subscribed to me, but I've used these for a very long time now. Gloves. Now these are summer gloves, as you can see, very worn, but they're still very handy to have. There's no rips in them. Oh, tell a lie, little rip there, nothing major. They are old, rubbered knuckle protectors. And again, guys, they come in very handy. They're good, and they'll be good to have a good scrap with if needed to. A couple of other things as well. Eating utensils. Obviously, I'll be taking my own spoon, knife, and fork. Okay, 3 things which obviously you need if you've got a spork. Bonus, sporks come in very handy. Metal mug are very handy. You can heat up using this. So again, you can pick these up cheap as pie these days. Mess tins, okay, to cook in your tea and dinner. Again, very handy to have. Otherwise, you're going to be eating very cold dinner. Now moving on to more personal kit, the things what's going to carry your stuff and protect you as well. Oh, going on. Red light, white light. Now I know what people are going to say. They're going to say what Squid Games. Red light, green light. You don't have a green light, guys. Red light is for the front. White light is if you're in the back of a vehicle or you're behind the front. Never use a white light if you can help it, guys, on the front. It will give you position away, and if you have give you position away, you're pretty much fucked. They're going to home in artillery shells, home in drones on your position, and try and blow you to smithereens, really. So, all because of a white light. Now that one's rechargeable, which comes in very handy. Again, this is just a cheap one. Takes a AA battery, but again, that's all you need, and it can clip onto my body armour. Okay. So the next thing is this is where most of your money is going to be going as well, if you want it. Now obviously they don't issue you with your ballistic glasses, so I bought my own. Obviously ones what I had in Afghan and Iraq. Okay, ESS, it's quite a good make, ESS. The only thing that this one doesn't have, obviously, is the strap behind to keep it on your noggin. But yeah, this is obviously, these is proved to work absolutely amazing out in Afghan and Iraq, and it's what you would need over there, guys. There's a lot of artillery shells, a lot of drones coming down. You don't want a piece of metal going straight into your eye, in your eye. These is protected again, protected people's eyes against massive explosions from IEDs in Afghan and Iraq, and they proved to work, guys. So very important that you get a good set of glasses, okay. Very, very important that. Now if you get the ESS, there is other makes, ESS, but these are the tan ones. You've also got clear, and you've also got yellow. Okay, yellow, you might think, holy crap, yellow in really sunlit areas, it's going to blind me. It doesn't. Okay, I worn yellow in Afghan, and what it does, it amplifies the ground, so you can spot whether the ground has been disturbed a lot easier than if you're wearing that or clear. They're actually really well thought out. All of them are completely ballistic, and they come in a little carry case. So these ones, I think these ones cost me about 80 quid just for a pair of glasses. It's not the most expensive one out there. These are pre-owned as well. They've not been damaged in any way, but they are pre-owned. So you can obviously get more expensive ones, but as long as they're like new, guys, obviously the only thing what you can see on these is the bits coming over the ears here, but that's about it. The glass itself, completely fine. So this is my day sack. As you can see, I've got my patch here. So this is going to be my assault back. So once I'm over there, I will sort out all my equipment once I've got all my uniform and stuff like that, and put it in, start putting it into not an expensive pack. I have got a spare, which is my old Afghan pack. So what I was saying, guys, is obviously it's not expensive, but it does the job. Okay, you will get issued a day sack over there if you don't have one anyway. I prefer to have my own. Okay, I've got my old Afghan one. Don't know what it is. It's like, could be a bit of good luck. It got me through Afghan 2 times. So yeah, that's the day sack. So the Afghan one's a spare. Okay. Again, it's probably not going to get used very often, but I've got it. I will turn you around for this one. As you can see, there is my Bergen. Okay, the wire coming out of it just there, that's the spare Camelback, which is just there. But that's my Bergen, 90 litre Bergen. Okay, I was going to get MTP. Because everything else is MTP, body armour, uniform, everything like that. But it's so expensive, guys. It's like, it's a fucking day sack. You don't need to spend that nearly 200 quid on a fucking Bergen. And the thing is, they're like 75 litres anyway. That DPM one is what I had when I first joined up, and they're 90 litres. You know, 75 litres just as the Bergen itself, but it came with the rocket pouches. So that if you don't know what the rocket pouches are, it's the 2 bags at either side of the Bergen. Okay, which boosts it up to 90 litre. And it was 90 quid. You can't complain. 90 quid for a Bergen, you know. Nearly 200 quid for a 75 litre. That's without the rocket pouches. Yes, it was brand new, but again, does it really matter if it's brand new? It's a Bergen, as long as the zips working on it, the straps are okay, who cares, you know? I really don't. I'd rather get the kit that works, it's comfortable, and who cares if it's used or not. So next thing, this is the most important bit of kit. This is my personal body armour. Okay, so there you go, guys. So that's my own personal body armour. Okay, it's me Osprey body armour. It's what I've had. I had the very first Osprey when I went to Iraq. Okay, obviously progressed over time, and this is what I had when I went to Afghanistan. It's got the lips here, so shoulder protection there. It's a bit rigid to stop the butt from sliding. Okay, all this is other people's details that will get changed. It's not an issue. I've got a phone holder there so I can record for you guys, because that's the aim. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of recording, hopefully, fingers crossed, of what I'll be doing over there. So if you want to see that, guys, make sure you head to and subscribe to this channel. I've got a very knackered eye pen, but I've got one there. I have got a lot of eye pens, have you noticed? Yeah, I've got a lot. So yeah, I've got the innards for the inside. As you can see, it's quite thick. The innards are the flak protection, guys, and stab proof. Okay, I don't know how many of you would have seen the news not long ago, a few weeks ago, where there was that close arm combat and the Russian got into close arm combat with a knife being involved. Okay, that will hopefully stop that knife penetrating. I have got a couple of other things as well. Okay, when I bought this, okay, it didn't come with the fronting, this bit, what you can see. It just came as the shell, I should say, the cover. That's all it came as. I got this cover, okay, to hide the Velcro at the front, and on top of that, just here at the side, I'll flick up here. Ooh. When I can, like that. And there's a little pocket just here as my hand's going down. Okay, and it's not very big, but what that's for is to fit 2 ballistic plates in. Okay, I've got one for each side. Now, it will only come up about that much to about halfway of your body. Now, the only thing what's not going to be protected then is from about there up to your armpit. Okay, and your arms. So yes, that can still cause an issue, but at least lower part of me, okay, protecting my guts. It will protect that from frag and also bullets, because I've noticed a lot of wounds are on the sides of people, and I'm pretty sure the Russians are picking that up, which is why they're aiming for the side of people. Okay, they're even flying drones. There was a young lad, rest in peace, 18 years old, who's just died over there, and the drone hit him on the left hand side. So I think knowing that, obviously knowing that there's no armour here, it just obliterated him, bless him. So yeah, this is my pride and joy. This is where the most of my money went into, and to be honest, this is the thing, whether I live or die, basically. If you've got shit body armour, it's not going to do anything, guys. Okay, so I've got this. I bet a lot of people are wondering what it is. It's my drop pouch. Okay, so I'll just open it. Turns into a bag like that. It's not a very big bag, but it'll at least hold a few magazines. Once they are empty, pack it away, and it's not dangling down looking like a right scruff. You know, it's nicely packed away though. I'm going to get more pouches. At the moment, I've only got 2 magazine pouches, another pouch there, and a grenade pouch there. They're not going to be staying there, guys. The grenade pouch is more than likely going to come up here, so it's on my shoulder. But yeah, once I get them more pouches, I'm gonna adjust everything around. So obviously in that time, once once they've gisted and moved everything around. I will make a video and show you how my setup of the body armour is. Obviously everyone's going to be different with that. Everyone will have their own way of setting up their body armour. Now, like I said, this is my British Army body armour. Okay, the body armour you have over there, it's like, from what I've looked at, them like vests. You know, all it is the plate carrier, and then you've got the straps going over over the shoulders, around the sides. And to be honest, I didn't like it. I really didn't want to put my life on the line for that. And if I can find one to show you, I will overlap that in the video. But I really didn't want to risk my life with that type of body armour, which is why I bought this. And unfortunately, I was going to get the arm protectors, which clip on to these here. They're folded in at the moment, but again, I couldn't find any within the right price range. So these ones are for the collars, to protect your neck and that, and then you've got others just on top here, down there, to fit your arm brassiers on, basically. But I couldn't find any within the right price with the fillers in as well. I can find plenty without the fillers, but it's the fillers what's so expensive, the flak fillers, the flak protection. Now, I had to get the flak protection different on this. So I had to buy them both separately. So the back one cost me about 60 quid, the rear one, and the front one, that cost me about 90 quid for the front. So with that, you're looking at nearly, well, over 150 quid just on the fillers. Then you've got your pouches, then you've got your body armour, then you've got obviously the side plates here. The side plates has cost me nearly 100 quid. Luckily I got two of them. Some people sell one for like 100 quid. It's just all about shopping around, but I've got two for both sides for about 100 quid. So you're looking at about, I would say, without breaking everything down, you're looking at about 400 quid just for the body armour, all pre-owned. So yeah, there's a lot of money been spent on this, but at the end of the day is I'd rather spend that money and know that I'm going to be protected as much as I possibly can. I'm pretty sure my partner, MJ, if everyone remembers her, she wants me to be protected, get the right kit, and so on and so forth as well. So it's really important, guys. And if you do make that choice in going to Ukraine, okay, at the moment I think they're just after ex-servicemen who's seen combat experience. Obviously that's why I've been accepted in, because I've seen combat experience in Iraq and Afghan. But yeah, so I know I can already, sorry, I'm keep smiling because I'm already thinking, oh, my haters will love me to go over there and possibly never return. That's the haters for you, and it's making me smile now because they haven't got the balls to do what I'm going to be doing, and it just makes me laugh in a way. But anyway, I'm not getting into them. But yeah, guys, obviously if you do make that decision to go, please make sure you've thought long and hard about it. It's not a decision you can just make within one day. It took me 3 years in total. You know, I wanted to go when it first kicked off back 3 years ago, and I spoke to my auntie about it, and my auntie weren't happy about it, so I took it out of my head. I spoke to obviously the missus about it. She weren't happy at the time, so I never went out about doing it. And then over the last 3 years, it was basically pecking at my head. It's like something I've got to do. It's something I feel like I have to do, so to speak. So I went and did it. I spoke to the missus about it, gave her the reasons, gave her the thing, and financially it makes great sense. It really does make great sense financially. But that's not the reasons why I'm doing it. You've got to have the right reasons to go and do it, guys. Otherwise, you're not going to last more than freaking 48 hours, you know. So I put in my application to the International Legion or Defence of Ukraine. And then all of a sudden, it was like, no, financially, at the moment, over here, I couldn't do it. Okay. Because I do have to get rid of everything what you see behind me. I've got to get rid of the house. I've got to stop me doing my job. Financially, it didn't make sense at that moment in time. Obviously, I've got a family to support, so on and so forth. So that's always been my concern and always been my priority to do that. So I pulled it out. I pulled the application out because, again, I can do that with me being a foreign fighter. And I says at the moment I'm not financially stable in order to leave yet, because at that time I was going to keep everything here, so I had a house to come back to if I chose only to do 6 months. But there was so much things what weren't becoming clear, so I thought, you know what, I'll just get rid of everything, then I only have to focus on my house over in the Philippines. So it's like, bonus, happy days. So anyway, they contacted me about, so they said, yeah, that's not an issue, we pulled your contract application out. I'm like, happy days. And then it was, must have been about nearly a year. And the no, it weren't nearly a year. I would say about 3 months down the line, if that. They sent me a message saying your correspondent, military recruiter correspondent, will be in contact with you. I'm like, oh, okay. Why is that happening? I thought I pulled it out, you know. So anyway, my military correspondent got in touch with me and contacted me. And I said the same thing to him. I said, listen, at this moment in time, financially, I can't do it, so on and so forth. And he says, that's no problem, don't worry. But let's do an interview anyway. So I did the interview, passed that with flying colours. I was like, bonus, okay, one down. And then I told him again, obviously I passed that, so on and so forth. Anyway, then it was making me think, you know, is this worth doing? Is it worth going? And I started thinking a lot more, can I do this, can I do that? And in the end of it, I thought, you know what, fuck it. I've wanted to do it for the last 3 years. Let's go and do it. So I contacted my military correspondent. I says, yeah, that's fine. I'll be out in the Philippines, in Ukraine by this date. Okay, and yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. And he went, bonus, there's your orders. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you very much. So I've received my orders. I know where I need to go up until Ukraine. After that, I do not know where I'm going to be going. Okay, everything's hush hush at the moment on whereabouts I'll be doing. Obviously, I can't say to a certain degree when I'll be flying, where I'll be flying from, where I'll be flying to. You know, I can't say things like that, guys. Places and times is going to be very difficult to a certain degree. Okay. Because obviously you never know who's watching, especially online over here. You can't say. Once I'm over there, I will say the route to take, what I would have took, and so what many other Foreign Legion would have done as well. There is multiple ways you can get there, but I'll let you guys know at a later point in the videos. It won't be straight away. it'll be sometime in the future. On obviously routes to get there if you wanna join the International Legion. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope it was quite insightful for if anyone does wanna go to Ukraine and fight. Massive thumbs up to you guys. And yeah, so hopefully if I see any of you out there, that'll be great. Just come over to me, you know, say who you are. But yeah, I'm always happy to see people, guys. So if you recognise me, that'll be great. But thanks for sticking by this video. Give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new for future content. It's going to go a bit slowly at first because obviously getting there's a lot to do. I've got so much to do. Oh, I will say one thing: power banks. Get power banks, guys. Really durable ones. Okay, you can get solar panelled ones as well, but I've not got one of them. I've got one of them. So tap power banks, charges your phone up on front. Okay, guys. So again, massive thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.